What happened when my mom demanded 24/7 access to my phone? When I turned 15, my mom went from strict to straight up paranoid. One night after dinner, she plopped down next to me with this weird smile and said she was installing a family safety app on my phone. I watched her tap away, giving herself access to everything. My location, photos, texts, even my drafts on social media. "It's just to keep you safe, honey," she said, handing my phone back like nothing had changed. But everything had changed. It felt like having a stalker who lived in my house. At first, I tried to be cool about it. Maybe it would calm her down, right? Wrong. Things got insane fast. She'd text me in the middle of conversations asking who I was with. She'd comment on memes I hadn't even posted yet because she was reading my drafts. The worst part? She started replying to my friends pretending to be me. My buddy Jake texted asking if I wanted to hang out, and my mom replied, "Sure thing, buddy," with way too many exclamation points. Jake called me laughing, asking why I was texting like a soccer mom. I had no idea what he meant until I checked my messages. Then came the day that broke me. I was in history class when Mrs. Wilson pulled me aside. She looked uncomfortable as hell. "Liam, your mother called the school. She's concerned about some message you sent about me." My stomach dropped. I knew exactly what she meant. I'd texted my best friend Kyle the night before, joking about how our history teacher's haircut looked like she stuck her finger in an electrical socket. It was just stupid friend stuff not meant for anyone else, but my mom had read it and called the school to complain about my private joke. I wanted to disappear into the floor. By lunch, Kyle wasn't talking to me. Neither was Jake. Word got around that my mom was reading everything, and suddenly nobody wanted to text me anymore. Some kids even blocked me. It was like my social life had a disease, and the disease was my mom. That night, I stared at my phone, feeling trapped. But then I noticed something. The tracking app worked both ways. It logged every time someone accessed the account. I spent hours studying those logs, and what I found made my skin crawl. My mom wasn't just checking my phone during the day. She was logging in at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., even 3 a.m. She was forwarding my messages to her laptop. She was screenshotting my photos. She was living inside my phone 24/7. So I came up with a plan. I created a fake friend named Daniel, made up this whole persona, gave him a backstory, even found some random photos online to use as his profile pic on a group chat with myself. Then I started a long conversation with Daniel about this epic party happening at some remote barn outside town. I made it sound exclusive, secretive, like something a paranoid mom would totally freak out about. I mentioned the address, a random dirt road I found on Google Maps that led to absolutely nothing. I talked about how it was starting at midnight, how everyone was going to be there, how I couldn't wait to finally do something without my mom knowing. Then I put my phone down and waited. At 1:38 a.m., the app logged that she opened the conversation. At 1:42 a.m., I heard her bedroom door creak open. At 1:45 a.m., I heard the garage door. At 2:15 a.m., my dad's phone rang. It was the police. They'd pulled over a woman in pajamas doing 85 miles per hour on a back road, claiming she was looking for her son at some party. She couldn't explain why she was driving around in the middle of nowhere at 2 a.m. Dad had to drive out and pick her up. When they got home, I pretended to be asleep, but I heard everything through my bedroom wall. "Linda, what the hell were you thinking? He's at some party." I saw the messages. "What messages?" "He's been asleep for hours." The next morning, I came downstairs for breakfast like nothing happened. Mom looked exhausted, embarrassed. Dad looked pissed. I calmly pulled out my phone and opened the tracking app. "Hey Dad, want to see something interesting?" I showed him the message logs. How Mom had been reading everything for months. How she'd been waking up in the middle of the night to spy on me. How she'd driven to a fake party based on fake messages I'd created just to prove a point. Dad didn't say much. He just took Mom's phone, walked over to the kitchen counter, and factory reset it right there. The sound of it powering back up was the sweetest thing I'd ever heard. "From now on," he said, looking at both of us, "Liam keeps his phone. And Linda, you need help." Mom tried to argue, but Dad shut it down. "You drove into the middle of nowhere at 2 a.m. based on text messages. That's not normal." 3 months later, Mom started therapy. She still worries about me, but now she asks questions like a normal parent instead of reading my messages like the FBI.